Good evening, everyone. Oh, weather's much better today than it was last Sunday. Sunny today. Supposed to have a couple more sunny days after this. I don't know what the temperature was today, but it wasn't bad. Well, in fact, I could look that up. Probably should have done this a few minutes ago, but just got back in the house about 15 minutes ago from feeding the chickens. But it's 70 right now. So it probably was in the low 70s today. So I know it is starting to cool off a little bit. Getting dark now. Yeah, same thing tomorrow and Tuesday. And chance of rain on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday don't look bad. And then chance of rain starting again Sunday. But just showers, not the torrential downpours that we've had in the past week. See who we have in here. See, Texas Homegirl was in here, 501. Hello, Nita's Cooking Show. Hello, Bud Files. Hello, Charlene Grady. Hello, Butt Nuggets Homestead. Talking to him on the phone today. Well, I guess that's the only ones that have commented so far. Well, I haven't done much of anything. Well, actually, I haven't done anything past few days. The rain really put a standstill on anything outside. And now we get a couple drying days. It won't be so bad. There's no mud in most areas. Of course, right in front of the house, it's a little muddy. Of course, the dogs keep that tore up pretty good in there. And then the chicken run is pretty muddy because the chickens keep it tore up. But the rest of the ground is real good. Don't sink in anywheres. So I'm happy for that. Because I dealt with that for so many years where you get a little rain, then you'd have 6 inches of mud. I'm glad to be away from that now. Hello, Big Italian. Yes, the other comments is just everyone talking to each other. No, Charlene. I think from the way Jeff has been talking, unless something changed, he should be able to start making trips here very soon. Get the rest of his stuff out. Actually, I should be sending him a text today. Because I'm going to be up his way twice tomorrow and see if he wants me to drop anything off to him. I forgot to do that this afternoon. But that's the first thing we got to do. And then just be able to get the person in here that's going to be replacing the floor. Sometimes it's kind of hard to work on schedules. So I'm not really sure when that's going to happen. Well, after it does happen, it's not going to be an immediate move. I want to take time and get stuff in there a little bit at a time, get it set up the way I want it, instead of just trying to throw everything in and then deal with it later. Obviously, some stuff will have to go over the day I'm actually moving. But a lot of stuff I want to just try to get in there and get it set up, get it organized and stuff. So we'll see when that happens. Hello, Belt Loop 29. Hello, Texas Homegrown Girl. I don't know if you were in here when I said hello to you right at the beginning or not. Hello, Pafford Homestead. Come on, stop. Anytime I touch the screen, it wants to highlight. Yeah, I'm trying to read one's comment, and it's got new comment right over the top of it. I couldn't see it. Okay, Wanda Henry was going to do a live tonight at 8 o'clock Central. But now it can't happen, so it's going to be next Sunday, right? Yes, next Sunday she's going to do it. She's Atlantic time, so it'll be 10 o'clock her time, 8 o'clock Central. And I'll try to remember to share that on my community post also, Wanda. Hello, Barbara Hopkins. Yeah, I miss seeing you on YouTube, Gary, but I completely understand. The more hours you can get in now, the more you can get your retirement up there. So I definitely understand that. The cost of living goes up every year, so you want to have some decent money to retire on. Otherwise, in a few years, it's not going to be good. I know my father found that out. He thought when he retired that he was going to be fine. Well, he was for a few years. But he didn't factor in that by the time he got to be 86, how much the cost of living had gone up in those 20-some years. And then it was getting pretty tight for him. I know what the problem is. Trying to reach that off of my laptop on StreamYard. I need to go to my phone and use YouTube. It's much easier. Had it open here, but it closed out. No, it doesn't want to show me my chat. There we go. Close that out and open it back up, and there it is. Hello, Judy Jules and Big Italian. And apparently I just hit a wrong button because I lost my live altogether. There we go. You're welcome, Wanda. Hello, J&B. Yes, Gary, that's a lot of hours. I know I did that when I was 20 years old. Probably more than that. Yeah, I'd say I probably did 70 plus hours when I was in my early 20s. But that didn't last too many years. Hello, Templin Acres. Yeah, 5 to 5. That gonna be rough too. Hey, Brett, if you want to come over and get some flies, there'd be good bugs to start with. I don't have flies real bad here, but it doesn't take many flies to irritate me. I hate them. Hello, Arlene. Hello, Kim. Hello, Haig. Yep, that's it, Gary. I hope it's all worth it when you finally get to retire, though. Yep, that's right, Barbara. And unfortunately, that is almost everything now. Hello, the chicken. Oh, that's good, the chicken. At least you know you'll have a job for next summer again. Yeah, that makes it tough trying to do YouTube stuff when you're working. Yeah, Brett, for an old man like you, that is too many hours. Yeah, I'm sure you would enjoy that, Gary. You'd love to see Eddie eat a fly. You tell him, Judy. Hello, Joe. There you go, Judy. Send Deborah a fly swatter. Hello, Pooch. Yeah, as soon as you get that first car to chicken, then you have to start saving up for a second car. Hi, Superman. How you doing, buddy? Well, I guess Superman's gonna come on the live with me. Maybe not. He's gonna go over to the side and lay down. Yeah, it sure is, Gary. I saw an ad today from 1963. I think it was a Chevy Impala. I think it was $3,700. Yeah, I know. You used to be able to get a decent used car for $500. And then when the price of scrap went up, that was the end of that. Yeah, it definitely was a Chevy something. I think it was Chevy Impala. Oh, it doesn't take long to wear out a fly swatter. Yeah, thank you for that announcement about the drop commands, Joe. I appreciate it. Sorry, Gary. Not on this channel. If I was going to add one of those, it'd be DD anyways, because DD's easier. Nope, Gary. DD's easier than 29. And I'm not saying that just because I want to get Eddie going. For me, it is easier because I don't use the number pad on the right side. I use numbers up at the top. Oh, nice, Judy. I bought some beautiful sweet potatoes. There was a vendor set up in front of Turkey Track when they had the Bluegrass Festival. I bought 2 pounds. They were $1 a pound. Bought 2 pounds, and they were such nice potatoes. Next day I stopped in and was going to buy 5 pounds. But he filled a bag up with them, put it on the scale, and it was 6 pounds. So he's going to take a potato 2 out. And I told him, no, I'll just take 6 pounds then. So I ended up getting 8 pounds. Plus, I found out where he's set up on the weekends, so I can go get more when I need them. Rain and 51. Well, you can keep that, the chicken. Yeah, we're not even supposed to drop below freezing for the next 10 days. That's as far as the forecast that I look at, as far as it goes. We did have a night or two that it just barely went below freezing last month, but it was like 30, 31. Jane B, you're saying, how do you like to prepare ST pots? You abbreviating sweet potatoes? I'm assuming that's what you're doing. Right now, I just put a couple slices in them and pop them in the microwave for 4.5, 5 minutes, depending on the size of the potato, and then put butter on it. But I like sweet potatoes just about any way you can prepare them. I like mashed sweet potatoes, baked sweet potatoes, sweet potato fries, sweet potato casserole. Though that's one thing I've never done. My mom used to make that. I would have to look up the recipe how to do the sweet potato casserole. Hello, Des. Judy, I was going to vote for Toby, but I didn't see his name on the ballot. Was I supposed to write him in? Yeah, I'm just going to check the forecast here. I'm seeing all 40s and 50s. Until Tuesday the 19th. Then that night we're supposed to have 38. But other than that, it's all 40s and 50s that night, and mostly 60s and a day or two in the 70s. So I guess that's not too bad. I just hope we don't get too much more rain for a while. You need to dry out a little bit from last rain. That's what I've always hated about rain. We can't get it evenly throughout the year. It's got to come all at once, and then no rain for months. Hello, Emily. Nope, not me, Joe. I'm not hoping for colder weather the week of Christmas. I don't care if it's 90 degrees on Christmas. Okay, you can have our rain for the next couple weeks to check in. We got enough of it earlier this week to last us a month. Yeah, I saw some video of a fire in Vermont a day or two ago. I saw the video yesterday. I don't know if the video was filmed. It came out the same day it was filmed or not. You know, once in a while I turn my heater on low, Emily, but it's really been too warm to have heat on. We had some cold weather last month, but then it warmed back up. And last night in the evening, I turned it on for a couple hours, then turned it off. Got up this morning, it was 60 degrees in here. Even on low, I couldn't have kept it on all night. And I don't know if I'll be turning the heater on tonight or not. I do want to get that other heater that I've been talking about. I've got someone that's going to buy the wood stove, and I'm going to use the money from that to get that heater with. Hello, Anne. For the most part, Gary, there was about a week last winter I didn't like it. Because that was too much like a New York winter. But other than that, we really didn't have any winter. Yeah, Joe, slow and steady. Yeah, I didn't get much content the one winter that I was in New York after I started YouTube. We had one 3-foot snowstorm, and that was it. You take 6, 8 inches of snow, foot of snow. That really doesn't make a good video. Well, two things with the electric heaters, Haig. One thing, they use a lot of power. So, portable power station wouldn't really do it. And another thing, you don't get a lot of heat from them. Because I've tried electric heaters. They're good to give you some supplemental heat, but to heat entirely with them, unless you're wired for electric heat. Like in the big house, that's set up with a heat pump. So there, the electric works. Oh, that's good. Texas homegrown girl. I know there's been a lot of rain in some areas the past week. Hello, Austin. Well, I guess I'm at the bottom of the chat now. Animals are all doing good. I just got through feeding the chickens. Got back to the house 15 minutes before my live started. They were being a pain. They want to be right under my feet. And with the mud, it makes it kind of slippery. So I try to be careful where I step. Then they try to trip me. Because it's not deep mud. It's just on the surface. But it's slippery. And dogs are doing good. Cats are all doing good. I did have a little incident with Honey the other night. But fortunately, she's not a killer. That chicken that gets out every day, well, she hasn't gotten out since Friday. She stayed in all day yesterday and all day today. Well, anyway, she didn't go back up to the coop Friday night. She came into the dog run. I didn't know she was out there. All of a sudden, it was almost midnight. heard a chicken squawking, and then I heard Honey barking. So I yelled for her to leave her alone. And by the time I got to the door, Honey was going under the house. So I went and got the hen, brought her up on the porch, left her there for the night. Then yesterday morning, took her up, put her in the run. And apparently that scared her enough that she hasn't got out since. But like I said, at least Honey's not a killer. She does like to harass chickens. But it almost looked like she might have grabbed the hold of her tail. I'm not sure, but she had a couple broken feathers on her tail. But other than that, she looks fine. And if Honey had meant to kill her, she definitely would have. So I am gonna cover that chicken run. I have an idea in mind, and it's not going to be terribly expensive. I think for $100, I can get that covered. So I'm going to do that. It's a 30,000 BTU propane heater that I'm going to get, and the diesel heater isn't going to work out for me. I did look into that, but that's not going to work out for what I need. Yes, J&B. She is. And I hope she learned her lesson. Yeah, and I know that hen was in there about this time. Well, actually, it's completely dark now. It's a little bit earlier than this. So she was in there 6.5 hours. And then I don't know why all of a sudden Honey decided she could go after her. That could be Joe. Because she's flown in here before during the day. And I had to catch her and put her on the other side of the fence. Yes, it is good to know she's not vicious, J&B. Yeah, because she definitely had the opportunity to kill her if that was her intention. Okay, tomato sauce? You can keep that, Emily. Hello, Eddie. So, Eddie, that Belt Loop 29 guy was trying to tell me that 29 is easier to type in than DD. I tried to set him straight on it, but I didn't have much success. Hello, Deborah. Yep, Brett, I could see you putting feathers on the cats. I could see that. Well, Emily, I don't know what you're asking, how she got out. She got out of the chicken run because she flew over it, like she'd been doing every day. And then she got out of the dog run because I picked her up and brought her up on the porch. Just so I wouldn't have to go up to the chicken run in the middle of the night. Then the next morning, I took her up to the chicken run. Welcome back, Nita. Well, you're welcome, Eddie. And for me to hit the same key twice and then enter is much easier than one side of the keyboard, the other side of the keyboard, and then enter. Yep, Gary heard us talking about him, so he came back. Hello, OJ and Deb. You see, you're not blue. So we'll fix that. I've known coffee walks and whatever for a long time. Used to watch your lives every week. Good people. Don't give him ideas, Deborah, or he'll try to put fur on the chickens. Eddie, it's Carrot Eyes that's going to put feathers on his cats. He's a goofball. Yeah, I don't think they would go. Hello, Kevin. Okay, Deborah. Thanks for stopping in. Yep, Eddie. But it's not normal. That's for sure. Hello, Tish. Yeah, Eddie can definitely do that. When Devil Dog and Belt Loop 29 used to do their Good Cop, Bad Dog show, I was living in New York at the time. So it was 1 o'clock in the morning for me when they did that. I would set my alarm to get up at 1 o'clock to watch your darn live. Because they were just hilarious. Hello, Tales Told in the Dark. You know, at some point I'm going to do a 24-hour live. And Gary and Eddie, I'm going to have both of you up on panel at some point during that 24 hours. I have no idea when it's going to be yet. It'll be a while. Because I've got a lot of planning to do. But I want to try to get a bunch of people that can come up on panel for an hour or two. Whatever you want to do. Okay, Emily. Yeah, I'll let everyone know when I decide to do it, when it's going to be and stuff. Oh, I'll be going for 24 hours, Emily, so you can just let me know what would be a good time for you, and I'll come up with a schedule. Um, I really have no idea, but I definitely will let everyone know way ahead of time. Um, Boy, it's quiet in here tonight. Cats are pretty active when I first started. They've all quieted down. They're all sleeping now. Got 6 of them asleep on my bed. Superman's asleep right here next to me. And I can't see if there's anyone on the cat tree, but There probably is. They'll lay right down in those beds that are built into the cat tree, and a lot of times you can't even see that there was someone laying there. I had a bucket out on the porch. Went out today. Sanford's laying inside the bucket. I got a few pictures of them. Yeah, dogs are pretty quiet now, too. I know they were barking earlier. Well, I'm showing 32 now, Gary. Hello, Joanne. Almost missed you there. No, I don't think it's sad, Gary. Oh, darn it. Now I got 29 people watching. Okay, now 33. That's a better number. Well, 41 thumbs up. You don't see Joanne? She commented, "Hey everyone," and left a bunch of red hearts. You see that, Judy? I know there's been problems with people showing up. I've had 2 different lives where none of my comments were showing up. One of them I went in under a different account, and the other one I didn't go in under a different account. Guess I didn't think about it at the time. Hello, Ark Wild Man. You ever seen any of Belt Loop 29's lives, Joe? He's something else. Well, that's weird, Judy. Yeah, weird things have been happening. Well, a week ago, this past Friday night, I was on Making It Homes Live, Lauren and Joel. I say hello to them. I say hello to 8 or 10 people in chat. No one said anything to me. That's when I realized no one is seeing my comments. And I didn't think to go to a different account right then. But anyways, the next day after the chat replay came up on it, I went back and checked. Nothing was there. And then on Goat Days Live, David and Sammy Same thing was happening to me there. Well, then I thought to go to a different account. None of my comments were there. So I started commenting under that account. And instantly everyone saw me. Then someone told me that YouTube's aware of the problem and they're working on trying to get it fixed. Yeah, Eddie, you try to forget Gary's lives, don't you? I see your emojis, Emily. Yeah, and that's one thing I disabled on Nightbot was timing people out for putting up emojis. So you don't have to worry about getting timed out for putting up emojis, capital letters. Well, just Nightbot can't time anyone out, period. What is that about your membership, Nita? Because if you bought a membership again, it's not showing up. You don't have the badge on here, and that's automatic. I don't have anything to do with those badges. I can change what they are, but YouTube puts that up. And you're not showing on my list of members. You could have some ice cream with those chili cheese tater tots, Gary? Yeah, I remember we used to start all your lives with a tub of ice cream. Oh, okay, so you haven't joined my membership again. Okay. I get confused by that last comment. I was going to say, if you joined already, it's not showing up. Okay, Gary. Yeah, Brett. Gary used to start every single live. I'm not exaggerating. Every single live he started with a tub of ice cream. Well, Eddie's going to be in a bad mood now. His Texans are going to lose. Oh, yeah. Devil Dog and Belt Loop 29 are good friends, but you'd never know it by watching their lives or when they're commenting someone else's live. They act like they're at each other's throats, but in reality, they're best friends. Yep, he sure did, Gary. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. Big Italian, Devil Dog, Goody Jules and the Big Italian, Nita's Cooking Show, and Muriel have all been gifted a membership. So I'll get you 5 added to the banner that's at the bottom of the screen, and your channel link will be in the description of all my videos and lives for the next 30 days. And again, thank you, Anne. Yeah, I think this is the first time a couple of these was gifted a membership. And the other 3, I believe, were gifted a membership some other point. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. Our Louisiana Life, TNT Adventures, Lori Carp, Deborah Rice, and Glacier Shark were all gifted a membership. Thank you, Anne. Yep, lots of members. So I got some work to do now. Yeah, I don't think Glacier Shark is in here, Emily. He was gifted a membership. That's why his name came up. But I haven't seen him in here. Nope, I don't believe Trey is in here, Judy. I haven't seen him. These last ones, I don't think any of them are in here right now. And if any of you don't know, in order to get a gifted membership, it's someone that's interacted with my channel recently. It can be someone that has just watched a video on it, commented, or whatever. It just had some type of interaction with my channel. And the ones that get the membership is picked by YouTube. Talk about eating bugs, Brett. I just got a fly in my mouth. Okay, Nita. Thanks for being here. You know, that gas-powered pulse driver is a lot easier than the manual one. I've never used one, but I'm just imagining that it's a lot easier. So I know the manual T-pulse driver, I can only get 2 or 3 pulses in, and then it's time for a break. Have a good night, J&B. Thanks for being here. Anything I haven't covered tonight? Hello, Bubba. Well, you know how you do that, Brett? You make the ground not dry. That's what we did when we put these posts in for the dog yard here. Roughed up the ground a little bit so the water wouldn't run off. Took the post and got down in a couple inches. And then took the hose and just started spraying it. Let the water soak down in. Took a long time, but it worked. The newest chicks are doing good, Emily. They're getting bigger all the time. The rocks don't really bother getting a T-post in, Ark Wild Man. Sometimes you hit one, but either you break through it or go around it. Once in a while, you gotta move the post over a few inches. Maybe you can't get exactly where you want it. But I actually have had pretty good luck getting them in. There you go, Tony. My hose be on all winter, Emily. There'll be some nights that I'll shut off the water and drain the hose just so it's not full of ice the next morning. So then when it warms up, I can hook it back up and have water again. Yes, Emily. They're in the main run, but they have their own run inside the main run, if that makes sense. Yes, T-post. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, Emily. And where I was in New York is even colder than where you are. Yep. I will, Ark Wild Man. And also, I'm going to have to start having more water ahead, too. Like right now, I'm down lower than I should be. I've got about an inch in the bottom of a gallon jug. That's it. I've got 2 empty gallon jugs that are waiting to be filled. I do have about a gallon and a half in the refrigerator. So in reality, I've got over a gallon and a half of water. But I'll fill those jugs up tonight. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a heater, a couple heaters. What I'm going to do with my chicken waterers is I've got the things to make waterers out of 5-gallon buckets. So I'm going to get that done before it gets too cold. And then I can either get a heater to put in. I've been looking at different types of heaters, or a heater underneath. And I'll probably just have one of them during the winter. During the summer, I want to have both of them, but during the winter, I'll probably just go with one of them. And then if I have any birds that are separated, then I'll probably just deal with their water like I have in the past. But I want to try a heater out, and got to figure out how I'm going to do the dog water too. Or maybe I'll just do what I used to do and just pour hot water in the dog's water, and that will melt the ice and cool the hot water. Hello, Jonesy. I had a heated water dish from my German Shepherd that I had years ago. She hated that. The cord was covered in, I think it was stainless steel. It was some type of metal. I think it was stainless steel, though. And she was actually trying to chew through that stainless steel. She did not want me using that heated water dish. She hated it. Well, in New York, chickens ate a lot of snow during the winter. But since we don't have the snow here, then they don't have that option. Well, if the Dogs didn't see the cord going into the dish. They wouldn't even know it was heated. They'd just be wondering why the water didn't freeze. Gary's got to go use his nightstick. Okay, I'm going to take a short break. I know there's 33 people in here, so don't all run away on me. Go ahead, talk about me, whatever. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, what's everyone saying about me? Didn't expect me to start talking before you saw me, did you? Yeah, all 33 weren't here. 6 people snuck out. Well, thanks for locking the gate, Bubba, but I think 6 people must have jumped over the gate. Boy, I don't know who Joel's talking about. He's saying someone's a nice guy. He can't be talking about me. Oh, yeah, some of you are in here starting trouble. Have a good night, Tony. Oh, I do that all the time, Des. Oh, okay, Joe. As long as you get that straightened out. Yeah, Bubba, turn that hot wire on. We can't have people escaping like this. They're all doing good, Ace. All the furry ones and all the feathered ones. I got Superman laying right next to me here. I had to make him get up when I got up. When I came back, he had the chair. So then I had to make him get up again. Well, even more people left now. Now we had 4 more leave. Well, it's not my cat that has feathers, Emily. That's Brett and Deborah's cats. If Brett doesn't get all clawed up trying to put feathers on the cat. You have to beat someone with your nightstick, Gary? Maybe we can get Superman on camera. Here you go, Superman. How's that? You say, no, just put me down. I want to sleep. Funny thing is, he wants to lay in my lap all day, but he won't get in bed with me at night. Next morning, as soon as he realizes I'm awake, he's right there. But all night, he won't get up in bed with me. Most of the other ones do. Yeah, I know, Joe. Yes. My cats are indoor cats. And now that the porch has chicken wire on it, keep the dogs off from the porch, I let the cats go out there. They love that. But the only problem is getting them back in. I'm going to get the window fixed up so I can have that open and block off everything except the one side of it so they can go through the window. But right now, I only open the door up when it's warm enough to. And then in the evening, when it starts to cool down, I close the door. And to get them back in, I have to keep a bag of treats out there. Temptations. I take a handful of Temptations, throw them in here, and then I can get all the cats in that way. Yeah, I knew Bella was going to want to be a house dog after you had her in there healing. And then when I get moved into the big house, I'm going to have hardware cloth on the porch there. So that'll be more secure. So I can let the cats come and go all the time. And same thing there. They're going to go through a window. I'll get that set up so just room enough for a cat to go in and out. And I've been looking at cat doors to put in the open space of the window, but they're not cheap. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting a cat door in there or making something myself. Oh, Emily, I was talking about Brett and Deborah's dog, Bella. She was in the house healing up from a broken leg. And then when her leg got healed up, she wasn't a big fan of going back outside. She wanted to stay in the house. Yeah, I can make a cat door, Emily. I was just looking at the ones that you can buy to make it easier, but they're a little too pricey. So I think I'm going to end up making one. No, I don't have a house dog. My dogs are all outside. They're using the doghouse. All three of them are spending a lot of time in there now. Yep, Gary. lot of 3-dog nights. Then when I get my livestock guardian dogs here, then I have 5 dogs. I don't know, Emily. But it's not going to be a problem to do. Well, Ace, I didn't get too much done today. I watched some YouTube, took a nap, fed and watered the chickens and the guineas and stuff. And of course, fed the cats and the dogs this morning. That's about all I got done today. Well, the update with the other dogs is they want a higher fence up for them before they bring them, so I'm going to have to work on that. So it'll be a 6-foot high welded wire fence. And then there'll be some electric ran on that also. Probably an electric wire at the bottom and electric wire at the top. So it's going to be a little bit longer before I get them here. But Ginger is going to be visiting with me next Monday because she's going to be spayed next Monday. So I have to go get her and take her to the vet. And then they have an isolation pen that she can go in for recovery. Yeah, once you can get some fencing and T-posts for me, I can have some help getting that up. Michael and Hunter are going to be coming tomorrow and doing some more work. And I'll try to get some video of what they're doing. I'm going to have them work on that bank in front of the house. I want to get that cleaned up. And repair the gate that they built last time and didn't quite get it done. That's going to have to be repaired now and get that finished up. Now I'm going to have them get enough of the carport cleaned out so I can fit my car in there. So if we have any hail, I can get the car under the carport. I got a few other things I'm going to have them work on. So that'll be good to get that stuff done. Yes, Emily. Ginger's the last one to get spayed. Well, Ace, some of my older chickens like to roost in the trees. Yeah, Michael and Hunter are very good workers, Brett. Yeah, that hail that we had last spring that broke the windshield of my van was probably the worst, or tied for the worst hail that I've ever seen. Pretty close to what we had back in 2017 when I was living in New York. We had a hailstorm then with some huge hail. It didn't do any damage to my stuff, but well, there was quite a few people had damage from that. I actually was living in a rented trailer at that time, and it did dent the siding up on it and dented the roof. There was one house that was about a quarter mile down the road from where I was living that they had to reside the house. It just destroyed the siding on it. And there was a lot of broken windows and stuff from it. And I would say that storm last year was probably just about the same. And I just want to make sure if anything like that happens again, I can get my car into the carport. Because I don't plan on being gone away from home if there's storms predicted. I did kind of get caught out last Monday because I wasn't expecting it, even though they said there was a chance of storms. I didn't pay close enough attention to the radar to realize that they were moving in. And I just got into the post office. I actually was on my way home. Got out of the car at the post office and got a text message. So I checked it, and it's from emergency management saying that we had a tornado warning. And I was in Waldron at the time. I checked on it, and they said there was a storm near Waldron with rotation, and it was moving northeast. Well, that was good for me because I was going east southeast. So I was going away from that storm. It ended up getting up in the Boonville area. I didn't hear if there was any damage, but nothing that I heard of. But it was up in that area, and that's where a lot of the YouTubers are, is up in the Boonville area. Oh, that'd be nice, Brett. Because this is November 10th, so we're only talking about a month. I'm glad to be in Arkansas too, Brett. Definitely. Yeah, that was headed right for the area. I don't know exactly where DD5 lived, but I know the general area, and that's where it was headed. I think I might have seen it because I looked to the north when I got to a point where I could see to the north, and I did see storm clouds with what looked like a tail hanging down out of the clouds. So I'm thinking that could have been the storm. You know, if I'd realized that that was anywhere near us, I would have came home sooner or not even went at all. Hi, Batman. Well, now we're getting up towards 2 hours. Are we going to make it another 11 minutes? I think we can do it. What do I need to talk about now? Anyone have any questions on anything? Well, I know I mentioned getting the bank in front of the house cleaned up. My plan for that is to get the stuff cut down that's on that bank. And then there's some wood there where trees was cut. Oh, I get that out of there. There's an old mailbox that was for the house that used to be across the road. That was thrown up on the bank there. I just want to get that stuff cleaned up. And then on the steepest part of the hill, I won't do it right away because I don't have any dirt put over it yet. But I want to put some cardboard down and then put some dirt over that to try to kill out what's underneath and get something planted on top there. And then I want to put either a hedge or it's looking like hedges are expensive. Looking like most likely it's going to be a fence along the top of the hill and put a privacy screen on it. But that's still a ways down the road. Well, eventually that's what I want to do there. Well, I've done an 8-hour live before, Emily. I think Brett might remember that because he was on panel for a good share of that. Hello, Howie. Yeah, I may do a 12-hour sometime. I used to only do one live a week, and all my lives were usually 4 or 5 hours. Had one that was 6, one that was 8. Now I actually have cut them way back now because I haven't had anyone on panel in quite a while either. Because when I do have someone come up again, it's not going to be a public link. I know too many people have had problems with that. And I've had people come in my chat, haven't had them in a while, but they'd come in my chat and demand a link to come up. That's not going to happen. And right now, with this satellite internet, I don't think I could have someone on panel because there's a delay on it. And I think we'd be talking over each other. But I should be getting fiber optic sometime this winter. Because next Monday is when they're actually going to open this area up to be able to start signing up for fiber optic. I'm pre-registered, so I got an email on it. And I got the email saying that the Waldron area is going to be opened up on November 18th. So then that day I can get signed up for it, and then they'll contact me about installation date and stuff. It won't be right away because there are going to be a lot of people getting signed up for it. Yeah, I've never done a 24-hour, but I will at some point. That's the goal of mine. And since I started taking those iron tablets, I'm starting to be able to stay awake a little bit better. Like today, I did lay down for a little bit today, but it's not every day like it was. So I'm definitely making an improvement there with that. Well, I'm going to see what Nightbot says about the weather here. It's dropping fast. I knew it was dropping because when I first started my live, well, I know from the time I went up to feed the chickens today until I came back, and like I was saying, that was just before my live started. I could feel it was starting to drop. And still inside here, it was good and warm. It was just a hair over 70 at that point. And I'm getting a little chilly right now. I bet you it's low to mid 60s in here right now. I would check the temperature, but the thermometer's on the other side of the room. Oh, yeah, Emily. Of course it is. It's not always, but almost always, it's warmer here than it is in New York. Yep, liver is one of, if not the most iron-rich food that there is. Yep, same here, Brett. My door was open all day today. And when I came back from feeding the chickens, I threw some temptations in here, get the cats back in here out of the porch, and I shut that door. Yeah, because it really warmed up nice today. It was in the 70s, but then when it started dropping, it dropped fast. Well, looks like another minute and a half. I'm this close, so definitely going to 2 hours. Yeah, I take a multivitamin that is actually made for if you've had gastric bypass surgery. So it's got higher levels of the vitamins in it. And it's got some iron in it, but not even close to what I need to be taking. And even with eating high iron foods, I'm still not getting what I need. And until I had that blood test done, that was when I remembered, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be taking a separate iron tablet on top of the multivitamin. That's how that got so far off. We mean, Brett, doors always open for me to take stray cats in? Because I did do that last summer. And I still don't get that video out on Sanford yet. Yeah, he was a starving cat that looked like he'd been dropped off. So he came home with me. And he's just as happy as he can be now. No, Brett. Crazy cat man. Have a good night, Haig. Thanks for being here. It's Sanford, Emily. Like Sanford and Son, the old TV show. I had a suggestion named Sanford because it was basically a junkyard where I found them. It was the dumpster where we take our trash. Yes, I do, Brett. Yeah, I stopped there that day, throw some trash in the dumpster, and here comes this kitten up towards me. Won't get more than any closer than like 10 or 15 feet from me, meowing. It was skinny and it was raining that day. He was soaked. So I went home, got some food, took it back to him. And he ate the food right down. And I was hoping maybe I could catch him when he was eating the food, but nope. He let me stand there about 10 feet away. That was as close as I could get. Then ended up getting him the next day. Yeah, I'm glad I found him too, Emily. He is so friendly. And all my other cats love him. He loves them. So, real good fit. And then same thing with those dogs that came to me almost starved to death. I couldn't turn them away. They came to me for help, so I helped them. Okay, Joe, you have a good night. Thanks for being here. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. I think I'm going to turn the heater on, at least for a couple hours, take the chill off in here, and cook some food. I think I'll be having a sweet potato. We talked about sweet potatoes earlier, and that's when I got hungry for sweet potatoes, so I know that's one thing I'll be having. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. And have another live Wednesday at 10 o'clock Central. And I'll have a video coming out tomorrow or Tuesday. The one I was going to do either Friday or Saturday ended up not getting any filming done because of the rain. But we're going to have a nice couple days, so I'll definitely have some filming done. And I'll try to get some filming done of Michael and Hunter tomorrow. I'll at least get film what they get done. Okay, thank you, everyone.